Have you ever been in like a really high stakes online game? You're pushing for the win,
Oh, yeah.
and then you just know your opponent isn't just good, they're still cheating.
That feeling, right. It completely ruins the game.
Yeah,
So frustrating.
totally. And that's what we're digging into today. We're doing a deep dive into this huge legal victory, one that could really shake things up for fairness online.
Hmm.
We're unpacking a lawsuit. A Fortnite player faced some pretty serious consequences for cheating. Okay, let's unpack
But
them.
this is important, right? It's not just about Fortnite. What happened here sets uh, a pretty major legal precedent. It could affect the whole online gaming world.
Okay, so let's get into the incident itself. We've got a Fortnite player, and during a competitive event, no less.
High stakes.
Exactly. They used, like, sophisticated cheats, ambot software, hardware overlays, the works.
Wow.
And they tried to cover their tracks, hopping between different accounts, trying to dodge Epic's, anti-cheat systems and analytics.
But it didn't work.
No, Epic systems were apparently too good, they caught them.
Right. Epic's detection is pretty advanced these days,
So Epic didn't mess around. Their response was fast and very firm. December 18th, 2024, boom, lawsuit filed.
making a clear statement.
Totally. They actually said, and I'm quoting here, cheating has no place in Fortnite, and we're doing everything we can to stop it, including legal action.
Doesn't get much clearer than that.
Not really. Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting. The verdict. June 25th, 2025. Just recently, a judge ruled completely in Epic's favor.
And how did that play out? Was there a big court battle?
Well, that's the thing. It was a default judgment. The person being sued, the defendant, they just ignored the lawsuit.
Ah, okay. So they didn't even show up to argue.
Exactly. Which legally means Epic pretty much won automatically based on their evidence.
And the penalty. What did the court order?
Get this. The player has to pay $175,000 in damages.
Wow, $175,000. That's significant.
Right. And on top of that, a permanent ban from Fortnite. Forever.
So the default judgment basically accepted Epic's claims about the damages caused, likely, breach of contract, messing up the competitive scene.
Seems like it.
And what's really fascinating here, the detail that stands out, is Epic saying any money they actually collect
Yeah.
is going straight to charity.
That's a huge point, isn't it?
It really is. It shows this isn't about Epic making money back. It's about sending a message of holding the integrity of their game. It's nonprofit driven.
Yeah, that makes their stance way stronger. And the gaming community, how did they react?
Overwhelmingly positive from what I've seen. Lots of comments like setting a good precedent, hoping other companies follow suit. People seem glad someone's taking a hard line.
Makes sense. But you mentioned precedent. Epic has done this before, right? This isn't totally out of the blue for them.
No, not at all. If we zoom out a bit, you see a pattern. Remember back in February, there was that player, Repulscott.
Oh, right, the account sharing thing?
Exactly. Admitted sharing their account to qualify for a big tournament. Epic banned them from all tournaments permanently.
And didn't they also have prize money involved?
They did. And just like this case, that prize money was redirected to charity too.
Okay, so connecting the dots.
Right. These cases, taken together, they build a really solid legal framework. It gives Epic, and potentially other developers, stronger ground to stand on when fighting cheating or, clear violations of their rules, like term of service stuff.
Future courts can look back at these rulings.
Precisely. As authoritative guides, it strengthens their hands significantly.
So what this all means for you, listening right now, well, it definitely brings fairness and competitive integrity into sharper focus, doesn't it?
It does.
And it shows that these companies, or at least Epic in this case, have the means and the motivation to protect their games. It impacts your digital rights, in a way.
Absolutely. It reinforces that the rules of the playground, the digital playground, have real consequences.
So the core takeaway, a really powerful message has just been sent to anyone thinking about cheating.
Definitely. And it leaves us with a big question looking forward. What does this ruling in Epic's approach tell us about how responsible game developers need to be in policing their own platforms?
Yeah.
And maybe more importantly, what does it mean for the future? For the integrity of esports, for online competition in general? Something to think about.